Hello guys, have you heard the term scam? Well, even the Indian stock market didn't have much idea about the term scam before the 1991 era. So, when there were irregularities in the financial transactions, they were simply referred as financial frauds. But it was in the year 1991 when Sucheta Dalal, the editor in chief, the financial editor in chief of the Times of India, published an article regarding the financial irregularities made by Harshad Mehta while he was dealing with the SBI, that is State Bank of India, and she published an article regarding it. So let us discuss how Harshad Mehta started his career from a simple life and thereafter he led a flourishing lifestyle, lavish lifestyle, and ultimately that brought to his end. So it was in the year 1976 when Harshad Mehta, coming from a small Gujarati family, completed his graduation in BCom. In the 1980s, he got attracted to the Indian stock market and began his career as a stockbroker. Soon, he was recognized as a very well established stockbroker, and in the year 1984 he got tremendous success, and ultimately he got his own stockbroking license under Bombay Stock Exchange under the name Grow More Research and Asset Management. In the time period of 1985 to 1991, he enjoyed quite success. All his investors were happy as they were getting manifold returns in their investments. But they had no idea how Harshad Mehta was able to manipulate the prices of all these shares. Generally, he used two ways, or his modus operandi were completely based on two ways. Number one, he used to do badla trading, and number two, he used to issue fake BRs, that is, fake bank receipts were issued by the borrowing banks to the lender banks, and thereafter it continued like a chain process. It was Sucheta Dalal, the financial editor of Times of India, who brought forward this scam in front of everyone, and there was huge uproar in the Indian parliament. In fact, the ACC shares were manipulated by Harshad Mehta himself, and its price rose from rupees 200 to rupees 9,000 in a time span of less than 7 months. Quite unbelievable. So thereafter, when the financial irregularities stand exposed in the news articles, in April 1992, a committee, Janki Raman Committee, was set up. It was basically set up to calculate the losses sustained by the banks and the other financial institutions. At the same time, CBI had also started its investigation under a very able officer, K. Madhavan, who also investigated the Bhopal gas tragedy as well as the Bofors scam. There was huge uproar in parliament, and subsequently in August 1992, one more committee was set up under the name Joint Parliamentary Committee, or JPC, in order to investigate and find out the real persons who were involved in this huge scam. Remember, it was not just Harshad Mehta who was involved in the scam, but there were other top political leaders from Delhi, other RBI officers, SBI officers, and even the institutions, the financial institutions were also involved. In 1992, Harshad Mehta was arrested and all his properties were attached. Subsequently, in 1993, he appointed ace advocate Ram Jethmalani, where he alleged that even the Prime Minister's office was involved in this scam, and it was said that 1 crore bribe was paid to the then Prime Minister P. Narasimha Rao. Later on, however, he dropped all these allegations as they had made a secret agreement with the Indian government whereby some of his charges were also dropped by the CBI officials. However, in September 1999, he was again jailed for 5 years, declared to be jailed for 5 years regarding the misappropriation in the accounts made by him. Ultimately, in 31st December 2001, at the age of 47, he died due to cardiac arrest. So this was a basic summary of what was the lifestyle or what was the chronological events that had occurred to Harshad Mehta's life. So the amount, if we estimate the total amount of scam, the total amount involved in this scam is estimated to be of 15,000 crore. Yes, it's a very big sum. So some of the few key points to be noted in this context is the committees. We have already covered two committees which are very important, the Janki Raman Committee and the Joint Parliamentary Committee. We also need to remember the Harshad Mehta's stock broking license under BSE and his name of his financial institution, that was Growmore Research and Asset Management. Okay. After that, we also need to remember the name of CBI officer who played a very active role in this investigation, that is K. Madhavan. Okay. After this, these are the few things which we need to take in mind while before sitting for the entrance exams, so that even if we are asked these questions, we can easily answer them. Thank you. I hope this video will definitely help you guys. Thank you.